Well, it's a good night. It was not our best night, so we found the goal because we didn't do before of the goal nothing exceptional to score a goal because it was 24 seconds, but didn't help us. So in the fact to be more calm and to know exactly what to do, to courage and was not lack of a little bit, like normally we are. So we are not in the top, but sometimes happen. I can understand the players. So and nothing. Congratulations, Newcastle. So they didn't shoot one shoot in target and after the goal, but we didn't play like normally we are. Sometimes happen. A lot of games sometimes happen. Unfortunately, we could not win.
Maybe worked against you.
Sorry?
Because the goal was so early. I think in a strange way.
Well, sometimes helps. Sometimes, when we concede the goal 1-1 is when we play good the first 10, 12 minutes, the second half. And when we concede the goal after that, we make the 2-3 actions aggressive with our central defenders, with our holding midfielder, with our fullbacks. We were intention to do that. After 1-0, so we stop a little bit to play or try to, God, come on, going to try the second goal, 1-0, and in that league is 3-0 is over. Before of that, always is open. 1-0 was open. We create the second half more chances, no more clears, but especially in the first half, especially in the first minute. But after with 1-1 and the penalty, it was more difficult.
How damaging is that to your title ambitions?
We are in January. We have a lot of time, but of course, when you are behind the leader, you don't have to drop points because you help them, and of course, every game is one less. But we are in January, so we have a lot of titles and games still to play.
Did you feel that Kevin today just seemed a little bit off pace? You brought him off after Kevin Bruyne after that tackle where it looked like he might be booked for the second. Is he struggling a little bit after the injuries to recapture it?
Well, the last two games, the people tell me he's back, and now he's fighting for the comeback. So he's everybody. It's not one performance, one player. So he's everybody. So when Kevin play good, it's because the central defender, the fullback, helped him to play good. It's not the one. I don't put the pressure. Never did it. Put the pressure in one shoulder, one player to solve our problems. So we could not win. There is a reason why. It's because we were not in our best performance, and that's all. Analyze the reason why. That is going to do because I know exactly the reason why, especially in attack, especially in defense, and now 3-4 days to prepare Arsenal game.
Should you have had the second half because the quick through kick seemed to be quite harsh?
Well, it's my third season here, and normally I'm not a guy who judge the episodes to say we win for that reason or we lose for that reason. We'll be poor, like a club when it become a better club. So we lost, and I don't know if the referee said something to the Kevin to say after the whistle or not. I don't know. I didn't speak with Kevin on that, but so I must, of course, help us. If the second goal, a third goal, I help, but always have concern what happened in our game, and we didn't do that.
Did you take him off because he thought he might get sent off?
I think Kevin didn't see it. He touched the ball, come. I don't know which player in Newcastle. I don't know really. He sent off.
But did you think he might get sent? Is that why you brought him off, because he might get second yellow card?
For the reason why for the first one.
No. Why you substituted him?
Yeah, that was one of the reasons why. Yeah.
Are you confident that the mentality in the group is strong enough, obviously from what you've seen last season, to really keep going and keep applying the pressure?
I love these players. He gave me all the prestigious I have here in England. He gave me to me. So only we try to be here to help them. So I know how they feel right now, and I am beside them, close to them. So it's an incredible group of players, group of guys. So sometimes happen.
Have you said you know exactly why you didn't win tonight, what the problems were? You didn't analyse that. Could you share that with us? What did
We didn't commit holding midfielders, attacking midfielders, holding midfielders from Newcastle more aggressivity. That was the main reason. You pass the ball, but without the intention to attack them and to try to make a movement inside, outside, and be aggressive in that positions. We didn't do that.
Haven't you been telling them about that quite a lot?
Sorry?
Haven't you been telling them about that quite a lot recently? You said after the Wolves game you didn't attack the box enough, and I guess it's not getting through.
Well, my friend, we put in 8 games in a row winning. We scored 30 goals. I think it's concede 1 or 2. Sometimes happen. The opponents are good.
After the Wolves game, it was you. That's your standard.
Yeah, sometimes happen. In balls and today as well, but sometimes in other games that don't happen. It's not just that question, but in our build-up sometimes we needed to do that, and today was a little bit more difficult to find them, but sometimes happen. So the fact that it works 1 or 2 days, sometimes one day it doesn't work because they are human beings, because maybe they are not fresh, or that's happened. So I understand them completely. So we spoke about what you have to do, but that doesn't mean, like I said, you have to do, that it's happened, sometimes none. And when that's happened, I said, okay, we have to insist on that, to work on that, because sometimes you see the things outside is clear, it's easy to see it, and then maybe they have situations they don't do that. Our fullbacks attack less, so it's a process. So football, when a play is a process, when happen good that process, help the other process, and finishing is better. And no expect for one moment happen. So today we did it 3 or 4 or 5 times, and the other one too was a little bit less. But I think today was more than long balls to Rondon. We didn't win too many of these kind of balls. The second balls, for example, we spoke about that. It's a team like they can play, but they play long balls, and after the wingers goes in behind, try to be close to win the second balls, and the throw-ins and all these kind of situations, and we had the problems to defend that. So that is a consequence for everything. That's why today it was not a good night, and that's all.
Will you watch the Liverpool game tomorrow night, and what would a lead at 7 points mean at the end of January?
Well, it's a lot of points if the one is going to win, but we are in January in the same time. They said in January, it's not in April, in May, like we have still there are many games and everything can happen. A lot of teams play for many reasons. Teams for stay in the Premier League, the others go to Europa League, for the Champions League. And in our case, will be every game you have to do our best to be there. So try to don't give up and move forward and try another time.
Pep, are you interested in signing Idrissa Gueye from Everton before the transfer?
Who?
Idrissa Gueye from Everton.
Which team? Well, you were not in my press conferences. During 1 month I said we are not going to do anything in the transfer market. We were clear like a club. So we are not in the transfer windows. Yeah, I was said 5 times. 6 now, yeah. Maybe 7 next time. But no, it's 1 day or 2 days left. So it's finishing.
Do you think that your squad of players out there tonight perhaps underestimated Newcastle, how much they would fight for the victory?
Never. When you are in the 4 competitions, it's because you never underestimate one competition and one team. Never. When you have done 100 points, it's because you never underestimate one team. If done, you are not in the final of the Carabao Cup, and we play like a Burton and these kind of teams in the best way. Sometimes we don't play the level we want to play. Sometimes it happens.
Are you surprised Newcastle are at the bottom of the table, given tonight's performance?
Well, they play good. Defensively, we know Rafa is a very good manager, and congratulations to them.